Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Drag Race gossip, drama and secrets. So a while ago I did a video that was called What Happened to These Former Drag Race Judges, and you all seemed to enjoy this video, and there were several comments asking what happened to Todrick Hall, who was also a judge on Drag Race. So here you go, this is what happened to Todrick Hall. Please make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell to be notified for my future videos. So Todrick Hall is a choreographer, singer-songwriter and YouTuber who rose to fame after competing on the show American Idol in 2009. His career took off from there and he has since appeared in several musicals such as Kinky Boots and Chicago, and has also become a successful YouTuber. Todrick first appeared on RuPaul's Drag Race as a guest judge on the Season 8 Episode 6 challenge, which was the Wizard of Oz Makeover Challenge. Since then, Todrick has appeared several times as a guest judge on Drag Race and also a choreographer on the show, and he appeared in Season 8, All Stars 2, Season 9, All Stars 3, Season 10, All Stars 4, Season 11 and All Stars 5. Todrick has also collaborated with several of the Drag Race stars, such as Trixie Mattel, Shangela, Bob the Drag Queen, and even RuPaul. Since appearing on American Idol and Drag Race, Todrick's career really took off, and he now has over 3.5 million subscribers on YouTube. However, in the past few years, Todrick has been the subject of a lot of controversy, and his career seems to have been affected as a result of this. A lot of this controversy came from Todrick's controversial appearance on the Celebrity Big Brother in 2022, but I'll talk a bit more about this specific part later in the video. This controversy may be why Todrick has not appeared on Drag Race since All Stars 5 in 2019, but this is not confirmed. Since 2019, Todrick has been accused by several of his former dancers and collaborators that they were not paid for the work they did for Todrick. These allegations have been going on for some time, and even Drag Race alumni Manila, Luzon has also accused Todrick of non-payment. On Twitter, Manila once replied to one of Todrick's tweets saying, quote, "Well, you still owe me for hosting your Halloween party since last year, so... Todrick has since denied this, and he even talked about this on the Celebrity Big Brother. And Todrick even went as far to call Manila Luzon a, quote, horrible person. In 2020, Todrick became involved in some more drama after a Facebook user under the name of Todrick Hall commented on an article about Season 10 winner Aquaria, basically saying that women should create their own show if women or trans contestants want to appear on Drag Race. And this comment was seen as being anti-trans or misogynistic, and Aquaria actually responded to this by saying, quote, "Looks like I'm getting my own show. Sorry for being annoying, baby, but you know what's worse? Misogyny." Just to make it clear though, it's not been confirmed whether this Facebook account under the name of Todrick Hall is actually a real account by Todrick Hall, or whether it's just a fan account. Many people believe that this is Todrick's personal Facebook account, but this has not been verified. However, this drama, whether it's true or not, has only just added some controversy to what was already surrounding Todrick and his career. The real controversy for Todrick, though, started in 2022 when Todrick appeared on Season 3 of Celebrity Big Brother. Todrick made several unusual and also offensive comments throughout his time on Celebrity Big Brother that were not very well received by the audience or even his fellow contestants. So here are just a couple of examples of things that happened on the Celebrity Big Brother. One example was when Todrick was talking to a fellow contestant, Lamar Odom, and Lamar told Todrick about a friend of his who had been shot to death, and then Todrick gave a sort of weird response saying that killing someone and shooting them dead is sort of quick and doesn't really make them suffer, and if you wanted to make someone suffer, it would be, quote, better to torture that person than just kill them by shooting them, which only takes 2 seconds.
Thinking of like if they're trying to get revenge on that person, like shooting them out of nowhere and killing them only really affects their family. It doesn't, they're gone in 2 seconds. It would be better to torture that person that you didn't like if you wanted to get at them.
And whether Todrick really meant for this to be offensive, it's unclear, but obviously this was quite a weird comment and insensitive comment, and a lot of people thought that this was quite offensive. Another example was when Todrick was talking about Cameo. For anyone that doesn't know, Cameo is a service where you can pay a celebrity and they will create a personalised video message for you. The problem was that Todrick started talking about Cameo and basically said that he charges different prices, and sometimes it can be hundreds of dollars and other times it can just be tens of dollars.
How much did you charge?
I charge different rates, like throughout, like sometimes it's $150 and sometimes it's $25. Just depends on how I feel that day, how much energy I have.
Todrick also went on to say that he always uses the same scripted message for his personalized videos, and he never changes it because he does so many of them.
I don't make it too personalized because I do so many of them, so many thousands of them. And I literally say that exact same thing.
Oh, okay.
Every time.
Yeah.
The problem was that the way Todrick was saying it kind of sounded a bit dismissive, as if he doesn't really care about his fans and doing these Cameo videos, and it's just basically like a money grab for him. And also, I think this kind of angered people because he basically insinuated that he just charges whatever he wants, and some people may pay a lot more than others, even though they're getting the same thing. And then another example came during an argument with fellow contestant Shanna Mokler. Shanna had previously told a story about when her home was invaded and someone broke in. And apparently the person who broke in tapped on her window and said, quote, "Don't be too hard on me." Shanna then went on to say that this incident was the most terrifying and traumatizing experience of her life. But then later on Celebrity Big Brother, Todrick and Shanna got into an argument about something unrelated. And as Shanna walked off, Todrick said,
"Don't worry, Todrick, I'll get the jury to vote against you.
Don't be too hard on me now."
And this was taken as a direct reference to the story that Shanna had previously told about this terrifying home invasion. And people were angry and thought that it was really insensitive of Todrick to bring up such a traumatizing event to someone and effectively quote back a line that a home invader had said to her. And as I mentioned earlier, Todrick and Manila had some beef where basically Manila Luzon was accusing Todrick of not paying her for a Halloween party that she hosted for Todrick. On Celebrity Big Brother, Todrick talked about this, although he didn't say Manila's name specifically, it was obvious who he was talking about. And he basically went as far to call Manila a liar, and basically said that this Halloween party never existed and that he wouldn't need a drag queen to help him sell tickets to a show.
She was like, "Well, you still haven't paid me from this Halloween party that I hosted last year." And I was like infuriated because I don't throw parties. It's not something that I've ever done. That's not a part of my like brand. Like I'm not a party or whatever.
And he even then at the end called Manila a quote horrible person.
She, like the fact that she did that just made me really honestly feel like she was a horrible person.
And the last example came when Todrick was talking about a fellow contestant, Chris Kirkpatrick, who had just been evicted from the house. Todrick and Chris had had several arguments throughout the show, so it was obvious that they had a not so great relationship. However, after Chris was evicted from the house, Todrick started talking about Chris and his family, and he even brought Chris's son into it and sort of started talking as if he was Chris's son.
"Oh, you are a traitor. You betrayed us." And I was like, and your son, when he sees this, is not going to be proud of you. Like, you said you wanted to be a good example for your wife and your son. You have embarrassed them. And if your son saw this, he would be like, you betrayed your team, Daddy.
And many people felt that Todrick shouldn't have brought in Chris's 4-year-old son into the conversation and sort of imitating him. And they felt that this was kind of a low blow and quite insulting to bring someone's children into an argument that had nothing to do with the child. Carson Kresley, who also appeared with Todrick on Drag Race and was also a contestant on the Celebrity Big Brother with Todrick, during the show, Todrick convinced Carson, as well as some other contestants, who they should evict from the house, and basically manipulated Carson into thinking that some things were true about contestants that actually weren't true. And later in an interview, Carson was asked about this, and Carson actually said that he was surprised by Todrick's behaviour on the show and didn't realise that Todrick would play the game so, quote, aggressively.
Jury management is going to be a disaster for Todrick because I haven't seen it, but it sounds like he said disparaging things about everybody and just played in a very, very aggressive way.
And he basically said that he trusted the wrong people during his time on the show, which was kind of him saying that he shouldn't really have trusted Todrick.
And we trusted the absolute wrong people. And disappointing because I had known Todrick outside of this show for a long time, working on other shows. And I just felt like he wouldn't have tried to dupe us that hard.
And Todrick didn't seem to have been perceived very well by his other fellow contestants either. The way it works on Celebrity Big Brother is that a jury of housemates votes for who they think should win in the finale. And during the finale, it was between Todrick and fellow contestant Misha Tate. And Misha actually won by a landslide with 7 votes to 1. So only one person voted for Todrick to win. And this is basically assumed that many of the contestants had not been very happy with Todrick's behaviour throughout the competition. And some of them even made some kind of sly digs about Todrick, although they never necessarily said his name, but it was clear that they were talking about Todrick.
One of your favourite movies is Wizard of Oz, but you've forgotten that we could see behind the curtain. So I'm going to choose the lesser of two evils.
The one thing that this vote ensures is that I will not ever have to hear your voice again.
Everything was great up until I saw the live feeds. I hope you realize that playing this game and winning is definitely doing it a good way and not talking bad about people that are already gone.
And since the finale, Todrick cancelled all press appearances, although normally these are obligatory. Todrick has also been the subject of other controversy since Celebrity Big Brother, including a lawsuit which was filed against him. It all started with a video that Todrick posted to his YouTube channel in February 2021 titled "Bought My Dream Home, Full Tour." In the video, Todrick shows us around a lavish 5-bedroom mansion in Los Angeles that he said that he bought. Although Todrick never states how much he paid for it, the property had apparently been on the market previously for just under $6 million. The video resembles the MTV show Cribs, and Todrick walks around the house and shows us all of the different features, such as, for example, an infinity pool as well as a custom-made Louis Vuitton bed. However, there were several things that didn't add up in the video. For example, Todrick kept mentioning his Amazon housewarming registry, which is effectively a Amazon wish list of gifts for you to buy for his housewarming. And some of the things on the list, for example, were plastic disposable portion cups and dish detergent and paper towels. So a lot of people were confused why Todrick would have these kinds of things on his gift registry if he can afford a $6 million house. And then there were several rumours and comments left on the video which claimed that Todrick was actually renting this house and he hadn't actually bought it, even though the whole video, the point of it was that he had bought this house. And these rumours appear to be true because in April 2022, a lawsuit was filed by Avi and Orna Lavian, who are the apparent owners of this house. Apparently, Todrick had rented this house and agreed to pay $30,000 per month, but had not paid in the months of February and March of 2022. So, the owners issued Todrick with a notice in March 2022 to leave the property, and they're now pursuing him for $60,000 of rent back payments. Todrick had also said back in July of 2021 that the home had been burglarized and that $50,000 worth of handbags and his personal belongings had been stolen. Todrick even said that he knew who it was that burgled his home, but he didn't want to press charges because he wanted to, quote, take the high road. And obviously a lot of people are a bit confused, but also feel like Todrick was effectively lying because it's become clear that he was actually renting this house and never actually bought it, even though that was what the video said. So anyway, there you go. Who knows exactly what's true and what isn't true, and whether this is the reason Todrick hasn't appeared on Drag Race in a while. It remains to be seen whether Todrick's career will be affected in the future because of all of this controversy. And just one thing, please remember that this video is just about gossip and drama, and it's meant for entertainment purposes, so please don't send Todrick or anyone else mean comments or hate, because he's still a person at the end of the day and no one deserves that kind of attention. So please, let's keep it all nice and friendly. As usual, please make sure you like, comment and subscribe to this channel if you liked this video. Currently, less than 7% of people watching are actually subscribed to my channel, which makes me so sad. So please just subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified for my future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me again in the future. Thank you, bye!